There it goes. Hi, howdy, and hello. What's cracking? What's crack-a-lackin'? Cheers. Hi. How's it hanging? I have to laugh because I need my other intro, eh? Hi, hello. Thank you to the new peeps. I heard you all, Uncrypted Hunters. Thank you for that. Hello to the new pals here. This might be a fun piggyback because I loved how it was kind of all wrapped up in a bow, that show about, vibing high. Awesome. Hello. Hi, Jane. Hello to you. Hi, Kalina. Are you Illinois? I'm Midwest now. Thank you. It's my Minnie Mouse voice. I do shout a little bit, so let me know if I'm shouting. As Blazer can contest, I was telling him I had some microphone issues for a second, but I think we'll be all right. Hi, Garrel. Hi, Blazer. How are you? Hello, Max. Nice to see you. Max Life, Love, and Learning. That's perfect. Perfect little jingle right there. Awesome. Cheers, my dears. Nice to see you. Well, I have to start off very much with my favorite shirt in the whole wide world. But look, this is kind of my theme today. Do no harm, but take no shit. Can you tell what I've been doing lately, guys? I've kind of got a little theme of what's going on in my life, and I'll just care share about what the heck I'm learning from it, and care share some tales. We got stories to tell. So yeah, do no harm, take no shit. That's where I'm at in my life right now. Choose it, own it. Last week was a little bit about choosing you, which I loved what you all were talking about in the chat just a little while ago was, we have these doomsday timelines. We have this stuff going on. We have this what if. We have this potential, a lot of things that could potentially happen. But honestly, how are we choosing our every breath, every word we say, every choice, every thought? Where do we go from here? And honestly, are we having a good time or not? And that's what's so fun in these chats is we're having a good time. Not just in here, but all the little chats that I get to play on as well. Everyone's having they're living their optimum timeline. The ones that are having a good time, I think, because we can spend forever having fun chatting about theories and projections and whatever and what could be possible. But how are we going out there in our 3D and living and loving? I know Garrel and Jane got their hands full with their property and stuff. So yeah. And I know I've gone through it a lot with the shit show that is my life once in a while. But I like to talk about it and get over it. And then I started saying no, like very clearly. I got to do it with the peace sign because, long story longer, I love it. Thank you. I love this shirt. I used to wear this as craft service on set too. So I gave one to my sister too when we were getting along 10 years ago. I like this motto. People are like, you're wearing a shirt with a swear word around your children. And I go, I teach my children how to use this motto. Do no harm and take no shit. It's important. And I think it falls along the lines of like my little points to ponder today. No. I know, as parents, some of us are like, we don't want to hear the word no anymore. And yeah, I know with some conscious parenting, it comes usually with an explanation. No, we are not doing that. I will allow you to do this. Or, there is some more context. But I have been having a clear as day little lesson about no attachments to when you say a yes or a no. Just making them clear and definite. And you don't have to give an excuse or reasons or anything behind it. It's your sovereign civilian of free will. So you're making a choice, you're making a decision, and you're owning it. You're just owning it. Um, yes, a gray Jedi, light and love till you need the dog. Absolutely. You know what? I almost wore my Ewok shirt. I'm glad you said that. I know to wear it next time. um. Oh. Oh yes, close to the 180. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna visit that riverfront place, man, Miss Jane. So before I get into the lessons of my week, I have to say, and my kids have pointed it out too, how refreshing to be back in the Midwest with the Midwest manners. You know it's true. You know it's true. So like those no's can come with a no thank you. But holy smokes, what a difference a time zone makes. And I knew this. I knew this. I knew this when I left. I knew this when I arrived in Southern California and I'm, hustling and doing my thing and, going out on a walk or Runyon Canyon or walking Hollywood Boulevard. Not like walking the boulevard stilettos. I'm just talking about like out and about, mingling. Um, especially my favorite story when I first got there is, out for a walk, little exercise walk around the neighborhood, just exploring. And you could see someone like a block away. So it's like, okay, at one point we're going to pass, right? You see him coming, you see him coming, you see him coming. You pass those people. There's no one else on the sidewalk. They could not even look in my direction. They just walked by like, I see nobody. I was gutted. I was like, how rude. No, it's not like, look at me, talk to me. It was just like manners. Just good afternoon. How do you do? I don't know. I was raised with that. Hi, Jessica. Jessica, thank you for those lovely shout outs. That was so very sweet of you. I love your chats. I love your shows. I love how you all just shoot the shit. And Jessica, you would like this shirt too. Do no harm, take no shit. That's my theme. I know. It's been a theme time to time, but pulling on that little armor of God recently after a big tumble out here in my reestablishing myself in the Midwest. I went through some pretty big highs and lows. I'm realizing that's the motto. You just got to own your shit and be firm, firm with boundaries, firm with and following through with yeses. Ooh, thank you. I'm glad you love the shirt. I have been troubled because now to me is one thing, but when you do it to my freaking kids, when you make plans with them, when you agree to do something with them, now we all know their biological father had problems with this, and hence he's out of the picture. But by his choice, to say you're going to do something with them and not follow through, and if you do that time and time again, okay, you're in your little crazy world and you got a lot going on. Great. Do kids see that? No. They see rejection and they lose trust. They lose trust and faith in you, and it's annoying as hell. And now, if it's not to kids, and if it's to you, and someone keeps not even breaking their promises, but just they keep like moving the end goal or, putting some little white lies around what they're, we're gonna do this, but depends on this, like all these little stipulations to it. You start to lose a little bit of trust and faith, like, okay. But then there's those peeps that follow through. They follow through without having to nudge them, without having to do anything. And it's like your trust builds, and you're like, whew, nice. I got someone in my circle now. I find a lot of these peeps right now in this circle are trustworthy. I definitely know Gerald Jane Blazer. You guys have had my back forever. Jessica, it's been so lovely to be connected with you. I think this is where these platforms can really heal somebody's soul. Because in the 3D, we get disappointed a lot. People are just being their own human self, and they can be however they want to be. But it is freaking, and there's a lot of NPCs, and there's, a lot of this crazy stuff going on. But holy smokes, what it does to your well being when you get disappointed time and again. You learn to not have expectations, but you also have to reflect and go, wow, am I really, truly being yes or being no? Am I being clear? Am I being honest? And are they? And what are you going to do about it? So many things out of there. Hi, bounty hunting bear. Grew up in Chicago proper. Me too. Oh, nobody acknowledged anyone. Oh no, I live in a tiny town in the country now. We wave at passing strangers in cars here. Oh no. Well, I'm curious what Chicago area that was. So, to really quick little bit of a journey, born in the Chicago area, moved to Houston, Texas, moved to Portland, Oregon by 5, moved back to Illinois at 11, and then was up and down. I was a fib. Funny, Illinois, Wisconsin people know what that is. I was moving up and down Illinois, Wisconsin until 26 years ago, I moved to Los Angeles. And then 26 years later, come January, I moved back. But now I'm in Wisconsin. I'm the place where we would drive up to all the time. I'm the place where a lot of my dark encounters happened, which is crazy. I'm at the place where I had interesting anomalies happen in Lake Michigan. Like, I'm at that place. And interestingly enough, it's been a really rocky road. I'm trying to, not like the Rocky Road show. Who knows that disclosure? Don't get me started on Spielberg. I'm trying to ground myself. I kind of lost a little bit who I was before, which is fine. Creating the new here again. But thankfully, I'm in a mom position, so I'm living through my kids' eyes. So la 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 la. That's a little bit of a mini me, because some of you might not know who the heck I am and what the heck am I doing, just rambling, talking, all these crazy little synapses and stuff. That's kind of where this started. I started vlogging in 2020 and sharing my little human experience. So my current human experience is not trusting anyone. And people not following through with their word. So I do no harm and I take no shit. No is a complete sentence. Professor Bauer, how are you? Robert Bauer in the house. Nice to see you again, sir. I don't know, I had an accent there, but I did. Howdy, Roger Blair. Nice to see you. Daryl, good to see you, dear. Lakeview. Yes, I was Andersonville for a while. I lived in Lakeview on the north side until I was 14, then the southwest side in Beverly until I was 22. Okay. Right before I moved to LA. Oh, I was back downtown in Chicago from 92 to 2000. Andersonville was my last place. Pretty close to Lakeview there. Yeah. And even, what I love with Chicago is you can have those headphones on, you can be walking, you can engage with people, or you don't have to at all. It could be the most quietest experience ever living in a fast major metropolitan city. So you can engage when you want to engage. But I just kid you not, just the tellers, the counter people, the waiters and waitresses I've come across out here run circles around the West Coast. Just saying. No offense to my peeps who are in hospitality and stuff. We know how to shine when we have to be. I did craft service out there. I wore my shirt. Do no harm, take no shit. You know how to do what you got to do, but you can also tell who's really doing it authentically and who's just going through the motions for a tip. So, yeah. Out here though, it's just really like, hey, how you doing? I mean, the DMV guy I loved. Like the DMV guy. Come on. Like we had a nice exchange. In fact, when he was getting my old license and I told him about, and he saw the address, he goes, oh, California, Los Angeles. Do you know this guy? Like, bless you. Out of what, 7 to 10 million? I don't know him, but sounds familiar. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Look at all those bumps. Thank you. It is amazing. I got to get back down to Chicago. I'll be there in November. Got my daughter some tickets for her birthday. So, since I last spoke here, we have had some weirdness happen as far as, well, as a parent, I've been hand-holding a lot. My son had braces put on, and we had to go that route because we tried all the other things for years. So he's kind of dealing with that misery right now. My daughter had a 7-year-old tooth finally taken out. So we've been dealing with that. And then I think I've been whispering about the kitten that we were trying to get in our house. We still don't have it. It's a little sickly, so Humane Society won't release till she's well. So we're kind of in limbo with that. So that's my update from the last thing. Oh, you're in the Navy, do you know? Yeah. Heidi, my favorite aunt and uncle, they lived in Trago, Wisconsin on the, ooh, I'm going to try to pronounce that. Namakogan? Forgive me, ancestors. River by Hayward and Spooner, Wisconsin. God's country up there. Absolutely. Awesome people up there. Totally. Totally. Now, where I'm at the little peninsula. I'm at Door County. And I have to tell you, just like when people flee California to go to like Texas or something, there's this little bit of like, what are you doing here? Like, why is California here? And I get it. I totally get it. I was that person too. However, now I get to say, well, my dad was born here. My sister lives here. My aunt is here. My dad's cousins are here. We got roots here. And I was abducted here many times. I know this is streaming in a couple places that don't know those kinds of stories for me. So I can't wait to tell more. Oh, speaking of, guess what? Something's coming, by the way, because my beautiful bright window just went dark. So we might get hit with something in just a second. But look what's coming up in September. Speaking of stories, and if you're new to this channel, I will be at, I did it, Blazer, Pop's Country Store, Friday, September 18th. I'm so very excited. This will be an opportunity for me to share my stories again. Probably to, I know Pops and the panel, they haven't heard a lot of my stories yet. So if some have, get to hear them again. So there you go. We'll hear some of my old tales of orbs and fairies and Bigfoots and crafts and little grays and hybrid programs and sleep paralysis and all that fun stuff. All that stuff that makes us go, let's normalize the paranormal, shall we? So that's going to be fun. Yay to Pop's Country Store. Here it is. Thanks, Blazer. And I know Carol and Jane will be on this Friday there. Oh yes, Kalina. The braces thing was just, oh my goodness. Both my kids have gone through this crazy mouth journey. And that full disclosure, if you knew, I go holistic, homeopathic, go au natural a lot of the times. However, I also, as a lot of moms may have contest to, post children, major PTSD, super PTSD. I struggled so hard, especially after my son. My daughter had a beautiful pregnancy. My son's, it was very tragic, and it was like, well, it wasn't tragic. He's here. It's very difficult, and it messed me up. And yeah, I really did, and I really did it alone. They're biological. We weren't married. He was in and out of the picture until I finally said no. There's my meme. Do the honest no. I finally put my foot down and said no, because we deserved more, and I put a boundary up that he chose not to meet, and he was out of the picture. But anyway, I never got him looked at for this really severe lip and tongue tie. So that, as you know, if your tongue is not growing in the great way, the palate gets all messed up. So now this boy is 5'10". We've had those little tongue and lip surgeries. He's gone through speech. He's working on it, but it's now his teeth are overcrowded. So he had to get them put on only for 16 months, so they say. And then with my daughter, oh yay, Kalena. That's beautiful. Yeah, my daughter, she was sharing this last week. She had to have it pulled because it was a broken tooth. I thought it was a baby tooth. I such mom guilt. And turns out it wasn't. We had it saved for several years until we had to get work on it. And now it's just like, get it out of there. That girl did so well. She didn't even get chipmunk cheek. She did so great. So let me focus here. No more B shots before I do this. I swear. I say that every time, and then I do it, and then I'm like, and Jane, I forgot my gummy. Hi, Bigfoot Dwarf. Nice to see you again. Oh gosh, what's happening out there? Well, I should just see your lives and see. I have a question. Are they really? I know now we're talking Oregon, but are they really evacuating Mount Hood? Bigfoot Dwarf. I just scanned that before I jumped on here. Is that true? Because that's my old world. So since last spoke, everything's doing well. The giant's a little sick too, so it's like I'm in full mama bear mode. So hence, do no harm, take no shit, because I gotta be the queen bee right now and be focused. I want to see if he says it. PTSD struggles are real. Yes, I'm retired Marine Special Ops. Whoa, a single dad with PTSD too, hun. Oh, I'm not alone. Cheers. Oh my gosh, it was awful. Awful. And then the guilt that comes. I did a big share about this, about the guilt that comes with all the things you're not able to do with your kid because you just can't leave the house or you can't get off the couch or, oh my gosh. But try as we may, we did the best we could under the circumstances. I do know that because my kids are happy and yeah. So we got to forgive ourselves for we knew no better or we did the best we could. Oh, Mount Hood Meadows is, oh boy. So what they're saying is they're evacuating it all for a data center. Is that correct? Come on, man. I don't know if I should I put out the entertainment purposes only? Oh, because of the grass fires. Okay. Because the rumblings came from, some doomsdayers saying, no, there's more data centers coming in. So I'm like, but I did not, thanks, Jane. I did not did not check it out myself. So there I go with my hearsay, sharing it on the live. Yikes is right. Okay. So how's that? I want to hear, if you can, from the chat. I want to say another one. I want to give another one. I probably will. So the snarky bits. As we know, I've left a job that no longer served a purpose. And when it involves family, that's really hard to do. But I was asked again recently to do it, and I just had my clear no. And it felt so good. I didn't have to put any noise behind it. It was just a honest, clear no. And it made me feel good. And then sure enough, with the little old big U provide, I got more opportunities for more work in a different arena. So I've been meeting more people. I'm having a good time. I actually went and helped cater a wedding. I'm going to go prep in a commercial kitchen tomorrow. Like, I'm just doing these random little things around town. This is from owning a business from 17 years. And now I'm just like popping around doing things. I have the school district asking me if I want a full-time position. It's going to be a special ed class, so I don't think I'm going to be taking that one. I'll probably continue with the part-time sub so that I can keep jumping around and doing all these little things. It's fascinating to meet all these different people from different walks of life, right? But the common ground is we love it here. And tourist season is still thriving. It's going to go till October, and then things start to really die down. So I'm having fun jumping around, riding my little surfboard, looking at the bright side of things. And then come October, November, I'm going to jump into something else. Where was I going with this? There was a point. It'll come to me. Entertainment purposes only. I did, Jane. I was so proud. I was finally like, no, but in true Midwest fashion, I said, no, thank you. Not just no. I was like, no, thank you. And then I just stopped divulging information because there are some people out there that like to take your information and then they weaponize it. And I think that's obnoxious and cruel. So, Blazer, we're all going to road trip to Montana. Yeah, so I'm trying to, so the no's and the yeses. You know what I'm doing that lately? Is just to give myself fucking guided points to ponder. Although I love jumping all over the place. I just like, if there's a repetitive lesson that has been banging me over the head to try to learn, I'm like, I better talk about this. So then I just soaks it in a little bit. But this no's and yes things, man. Even in retail. So I started retail, which I never did before in my life either. And, the customer always right thing. I'm sorry, I found out, especially at my age, the customer wants to hear your actual honest to God opinion. And if that shirt doesn't look good on you, I'm going to tell you. I'm like, oh, honey, put your arms up. I go, oh, yeah, it's pulling in the back. That's not comfortable. And she was like, thank you. And I go, I'm sorry, I don't even have another size. You want to try something else? So it's like you lose that kind of sale, but the lady didn't walk out with something that she shouldn't have gotten. So I was thanked for my honesty. That felt good too. Am I really all over the place? Oh, it did. It started raining. I knew it. That's where this was coming from. Felt it, and I'm getting hot. Didn't want to see the new Spider-Man. Question. There was some disclosure in there that was kind of cool. Um, got to take my little man and his buddy, and we went to Green Bay for the special 3D experience and did more Korean barbecue. And those boys can eat. Oh my gosh, did I get my money's work? All you can eat buffet. They ate like mofos. But I was quite impressed by Spider Man. That was the first time I'd seen a movie in a movie theater in a long time because I do not like watching movies with people, which is not my favorite thing. But it was really good. Oh, I see a newbie question. Okay. Ask me anything, please. How did you get from California back to Wisconsin? Do you have relatives in Wisconsin? I would love to build a log cabin home up there someday when I retire by the water. I'm right on by the water too, stone's throw, and I'm by the original APRO, the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization, the original where Jim and Carol Lorenz were. So the tail quickly of that is I left. Interestingly enough, when I left California in 2000. It was after the Blizzard 99. And I was already kind of working in the industry in Chicago. It was teacher slash actor model chick. I was having fun, but I was fascinated with the industry. So when an engagement went sour and I gave the ring back, I went with some film buddies and I did all my bucket lists. I wound up having a family, ran a business, like really did well. California, I don't care what side of the bird you're on or how you see the geopolitical shit show. Those who do not learn from people who are leaving, what's been happening to them, they're just not gonna. You got to learn from people that are actually there, but it is not doing well at all. Now the ground is sacred, and I believe it hopefully will keep regenerating and be protected. But as far as Southern California, it's corrupt as all shit. We know California is run by some four families for like almost 100 years. The Browns, the Pelosi's, the Newsoms, and the Gettys. And yeah, you can't. The struggle is real. And then both my husband and I were motion picture. I had to leave in 2020. Um, hey, Aaron, Truth Quest, how are you? He's a local. um, for my husband worked on the movie Ambulance. He worked on the new Spider Noir. He's worked on you name it if it's a big blockbuster movie the past few years. And then I did all the 17 years before that and TV shows, everything. The lots are empty, AI's taking over, the taxes are killing everybody. The town, guys, I know Carol and Jane know where I used to live, that dump that's over there are now cancer clusters around. This is still considered Los Angeles. It is just, and like, are they, Olympics are coming. I know they're trying to clean it up and everything. I know Browndorf is still there. Bless his heart. And the geo points, we have to be at the certain places we are for a reason. I kind of wore my reason out, and it wasn't just about me anymore. It was the kids and the husband. My husband was miserable. And you know what? We were miserable with him home for 8 months. And I was teaching then because I left the industry 2020, couldn't survive. So anyway, when we decided, oh, maybe we don't have to stay in Los Angeles, which was kind of hard. I love the terrain. We traveled last summer, and to answer this, really, I'm big on storytelling. I'm sorry, I should have told you I'm a storyteller there. Max Life, Love, and Learning. Towards the end of the summer, we came back here to Door County, Wisconsin, where my family has some roots, and my sister got married, and she has a restaurant here. And we said, well, if we can't go to Poland or Wales, which were my other choices, let's go here. And so we slowly put the ball in motion. It was really scary to do. We were locked in on a super low interest rate in our house, like friends, whatever. We created a new system, new education system, new medical choice system. Like we were thriving in its own way. But when you get a paycheck and more than half is gone before it even gets in your hands, you're like, this cannot be sustained. And then our general health was failing because of where we were living. So within like months, it wasn't very long, when we put our house up around Halloween, and I was about to pull it before Christmas because we're like, nobody's looking. And the day we were pulling it, someone got it. And I'm like, oh my God, does this mean we have to go to Wisconsin in January? So we drove cross country Oh, yes, I'm a bubbly person. We drove cross country in January. Now, this is divine light right here. Even I know I had um, little pick me up convos from Gail and Jane about that too, about, envision the road trip because I was more scared about taking these two cars cross country. We put all our stuff in two pods and then we got rid of a ton of stuff. We really lightened our load. And honestly, the ride out here was gorgeous. By the time after Oklahoma, we just started following the sun. We didn't even go through St. Louis. We didn't go through Chicago. We didn't do it. We just kind of did this and it was gorgeous. And the second we unloaded the second pod was like the blizzards were coming and like 40 degrees below. So we got here like right in the nick of time. Uh-oh, who's talking Groundhog Day again? I promised I'd do those screenshots, right, Blazer? I didn't get those yet. Oh, oh, thank you, Max. I got some energy, man. I do. So it can annoy the crap out of some people. I will be honest and say that. I've heard that before. With my little rain splatter, I gotta fix my window. Let's do this. Thank you for that. So that's my long story longer about Wisconsin. And so I grew. Oh, and I'm sweaty too. It's humid. I love it. This house doesn't have air conditioning, which I don't mind at all. Sun Garden. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Business. So, yes, Blazer, for those who are just new to this channel, when I was 14, 15, I started being an extra in films and shows. Groundhog Day was one of them. Although I think I found out I had my date wrong of being dropped off there. I drove myself because I was after, it was after high school. Because wasn't it after 92, Groundhog Day? Someone's going to pull that up. My little timeline has been off. When you were just talking about Tony Rodriguez in the other show too, but when the old platform I used to be on when we interviewed him and when I met him a few times actually, it was all about making your timeline. And I started realizing I'm going to do it just for my credits, my resume. Yeah, my timeline of anomalies, but now let me just look at my work credits. And I had some storylines a little mixed up. So anyway, I went to the Piven School in North Shore, Chicago. I went to DePaul, started in the acting school, switched out Act One Studios, like all these little places, and I started dappling in all that stuff. It was really fun because I got to make a living at it for a little while. But I really enjoyed it. And Groundhog, what was that, McHenry County or it was kind of out closer to St. Charles, Elgin. Where am I thinking now? Oh, Sun Garden, I missed you. I missed you. I missed you. Oops. Sorry. Little delay here. You guys, thank you very much for these new subs and thanks for these new faces. That was so very kind of you all to come over and help bump these algorithms with me. It is I say new. It's new all the time because I keep, refreshing myself and all my deliveries. Speaking of which, I'll probably have to do a new promo, right? I mean, a new intro. Or just bring back my old one. Why don't we just tag that at the end? Groundhog is a classic. Oh, yeah. So you were right there. You're in Palatine? Max Life Live. Okay, get this now. I used to tell people I'm from Palatine. You know why? Because I went to BHS. And when people heard Barrington, they were like, oh. And I called it like the John Hughes School. Because I came there from Oregon. Like I moved there in 5th grade and we went there. And everyone with their Beamer pulling in and their Mercedes pulling in. And I had my Jeep with the Greenpeace bumper sticker. But it was, when I was on dance and pom-poms and traveling, I knew the stigma attached. And I was embarrassed. I thought there were some rude, snobby people. Now I made a ton of friends. I had friends in a lot of different groups. And I was kind of by Lake Barrington Shores. I was in North Barrington. But Max, good to see you. Great. There you go. We're kind of in the similar worlds there. Graduate in 92 and we had our I see you, Jane. Our graduation at Poplar Creek. There's a huge outdoor concert venue. My first concert ever was I can't remember it now. The Australian band. Oh, it's going to come to me. And someone spilled a beer on me and I cried because I'm like, they're going to think I drank because I was such a goody two shoes. Oh, Aaron disconnected his air conditioning. Aaron, you see it's raining now. To me, it came from nowhere. Wales is amazing. Oh, do I have another Wales fan here? Me and my crew trained some. Oh yes, special ops. You and your crew trained some special ops troops there. Hubba hubba. Then I went back on vacation years later as a civilian to Coniferin Castle. Yes, I did a video there. Beautiful there, I agreed. Oh, well, I married a giant. We eloped. Our anniversary's coming. It'll be 7 years, and he's from Llandudno. So he's North Wales there on Llandudno. Oh, I love it. I love it all there. I did a live with Gerald and Jane about it. It was like, I was so excited. It was like I was the student giving my book report in class. And I also learned that night I had a lot more tech to figure out. Go Blue Devils, danced for them. Oop. That's when I met Jill Ritchie, Kid Rock's little sister. And she taught me how to puke after I eat. That was not cool. I'm going to clip that and I'm going to tag her. She left us after freshman year because she was going to be an actress. But yeah, Jill Ritchie was my first DePaul buddy. And her room was like 2 doors down. Okay, that's my DePaul story. DePaul's library is gorgeous. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. So 30 of us. I was accepted as there were about 30 of us accepted into the School of Acting that year, the theater school. It was such an honor. I auditioned between junior senior year high school, and I was very serious about all this stuff. My mom would drive me into the city for headshots, and like I was going that route, and doing auditions and auditioned for Romeo and Juliet. I never did a big movie audition. That was the Leo DiCaprio one. Didn't get very far, but it was when I found out and saw the movie later, I was like, holy shit, that was a big one. And DePaul, man, my first dorm room was right across from Amico, and I got like Ben and Jerry's like every night, like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. The pizza place down the street took checks. I was living my best life when I moved down to DePaul. Let me just say that. Wisconsin. Yep. Wisconsin with the ads. All coming out now. When I first moved to LA from Chicago, auditions, they'd be like, okay, that's great again. Now try it without the Midwest accent. I'm like, huh? Like, my mom says I don't have an accent. Like, I can't quite do it now, but I had a thick Chicago accent, I guess. I don't know what a California one is. It's just like being somber and just cool, or just no tone. I don't know. But then I got into improv and just did a bunch of million different accents. Demon dogs, hell yeah. Oh, these are blasts from the past. First concert was White Snake. I'm Gen X. Yes, hell yeah, I'm 51. Gen X in the house. The tide has turned. What's that song? What the hell Australian band am I thinking of? Where's B? Where's B when Woodstock? That's Groundhog Day. Thank you. Wales does look like Middle Earth, and walking around in Snowdonia, did a whole big thing on that. The ground is like bouncing with you. You know, it's untouched. It's like the OG Earth. It hasn't been built and rebuilt. Like I found some areas that we were able to walk through that's just land. Like that's just treasure. I know that sounds so weird, but out there, the land of Merlin, the land of the dragons, oh my gosh. Not Men at Work, a different one. It'll come up. It was magical. I shared this too, that one of my favorite experiences. I wasn't feeling too hot because we had been jumping around. We were traveling, and when it was the day to come to go to Snowdonia, which was only like 15 minutes from where my husband was living. And I was just like, and the rains came in, and he's like, I really wanted you to see it without all the rains. And I'm like, I love the rain. I'm fine. But I knew what he meant. You know, you could see really far and stuff. But whatever, it made no difference. We pulled over at this one particular spot. It was pouring. I go, I have to get out. Like, I was just like, I got to get out right here. I'm going to get out right here. And I'm walking on this mushy thing. And that energy from the ground, I have pictures. The energy came up through me and out. And when I got in that car, even the families, like my eyes were just like neon green. Cool. I got supercharged, man. I was supercharged, super pumped. Oh, Max had a Beamer. Yes, BMW Barrington. Yeah. Well, I wasn't one of the snobs, just so you know. I was really my dad had buddies at Motorworks, so we always had a first run. We did have that kind of stuff. I was taken care of as a kid, but you didn't see it. I was the coupon cutter and you know, yeah. That's funny. Maxville's very well where I came from then. And I moved there in 85, Super Bowl shuffle time. So I joined at the Super Bowl shuffle. I remember joining in fifth grade, right before the Challenger did its thing, and they purposely traumatized every child they could in that moment. Um, and I remember people going, so where in the South are you from? And I'm like, have you seen a map? I'm at the furthest point in the Pacific Northwest, not from the South. And so, and I also was at the nurse's office like every day. To me, I think a little bit it had to do with longing to go home. I had a lot of beautiful paranormal experience happen in the Pacific Northwest, and it was very hard to leave all that. But I also was deathly shy. I love talking to fairies and trees and things, but people, I didn't do a very good job of that. Now I love it, but I was always in the nurse's office. Why can't I think of that band? It'll come. Not Men at Work. It'll come. It'll come. Because it's really funny one. It's a funny one. First and only concert, Charlie Daniels, back around 1990. Oh, cool, Roger. Oh, yes. Wales is phenom. And I do remember there was an area, yeah, because they have the Air Force there and the Navy SEAL training. Oh, there's a Navy SEAL reality show training. I forgot the name of that. They put celebs through the ringer and do this, and they were in Wales, I think, for one of them. We were very nostalgic. They had put them through tests and things. It's like a reality competition show. The Slate Mines. Oh, yeah. Our hostess was from there. She didn't like to go back there, but our hostess that was her little village there. And when we drove through there, yeah, it felt a little darker to me. I know a Welsh guy that hikes all their public footpaths. He's a lovely dork. A lovely dork. I love lovely dorks. I like to think I'm one. Midnight Oil, that's it. Thanks, Carol. Midnight Oil. That was my first band at Poplar Creek. Must have been 1990 or something. And yeah, some dude in front of me spilled his beer on me, and I'm like, and I told my folks, and they're like, okay, like why don't you try one next time? And I'm like, no, I won the Nancy Reagan Just Say No campaign in fifth grade. I'm not going to try drugs. Midnight Oil, that was it. Thanks, Carol. Woo! I was going to have to chime in the middle of the night there. Oh, you know exactly what ship I'm talking about. Oh, lived near there before. Ooh. When I was in Jessica's chat, their submarines were brought up about the portals and the stuff. So here in this town, they just brought a submarine in. We have a huge shipyard, like it's old school shipyard. It was bought out by the Italians a few years ago, and now it's kind of an eyesore on the waterfront. But brings a lot of jobs and things. But they do work on huge, huge ships, and we have the waterways that can take them out to the oceans and stuff. But we have so many. We have hundreds of sunken ships around the island here. We have haunted lighthouses, and yeah. But this submarine that came in, and then we just had the classic wooden boat show last weekend. But we also had a race for people who built their own boats to race each other. It was kind of cool. But the sub that came in, that was, oh, I must be pretty far behind. That was, I'm gonna have to pull up the name of it. They said it was from a war, but yeah, it's kind of like for show. And then I do know there's a museum in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, that has a few subs there. I was telling Jim Goodall about all that. Oh, that rain sounds beautiful. Thank you. That feels so good. Super Bowl Shuffle. Oh, Kalena. Sorry, did I say it again? We're the same. Yeah. I'll be 52 in November. Hi, Missing Time. How are you? Cheers to you. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah, you are spelling the whale stuff right. Town with the world longest name. The Isle of that's my favorite isle. Angledy. Oh, he's probably here and I'm saying it wrong. Anglesey. Where's Andy? I'm butchering all this. I'm in Wales while they filmed the movie First Night, also with Sean Connery. Oh, cool. When we were coming out one of the sides of Snowdonia, they were filming something. I have a feeling it was Outlander. It was a huge production. Security was tight. They were not going to give away any information, but something was being filmed there. It was just so, I mean, I kind of was little weirded out by that because I'm from some film sets. I know, how invasive it can be energetically. So I'm like, really? In this majestic land? Now, obviously, a lot of it's protected, and they were only closer into town kind of thing they were filming. But I mean, what a gorgeous backdrop. At least I know they didn't use CGI like everyone else and their mother. A distant werewolf, cousin blood of mine. He retired from the nuclear power plant that they built Camelot for the movie in front of the lake. Oh, that is a small world. Sorry, did y'all see all that? I said it pretty jimble jangly. Dork County. Thanks, Aaron. I see you bumping all over there. Midnight Oil was pretty good. Okay, I'm behind. I'll catch up here. Sorry. Motorworks. Yep. We would go. My dad and I would go there on like Sundays, so because he get a free car wash, and then I could have donuts. That was our date. Moonlit for Cash is the head bouncer of security for Walter Payton at the Big Kahunas in Schaumburg one year, and I was his bodyguard at a few events. Oh, you're going to love this. Also, a few years before he passed away, my sister was his babysitter. She babysat for his kids a couple times. Now, or not now. Sorry, Dad. Towards the end, like when I went to college, they moved down to South Barrington. So they were a little more closer to him. But when we were in Lake North Barrington, my sister was babysitter once in a while. She went to a bar mitzvah and he was like the guest of honor. And then she got to meet him and then she wound up babysitting a couple times. That's so funny. So we're getting some blasts from the past here. Memory serves. Isn't one of the towers of the castle dedicated to the U.S. Marines? That's also the castle where the Prince of Wales is inaugurated too, correct? That's what I heard as well. Yes, the Prince of Wales. Yep, I believe you are correct there. Yeah. Poplar Creek. Oh, I am at the end there. My friend used to park cars at Motorworks. Oh my gosh. Missing Time. Are you there from there too? Did I miss that? Did I miss that Missing Time? Donuts. Oh. Angles. I know I can't say it right. So Max, I shared this before too. We are going to be going back there in 2 summers. My giant has a nephew who's even taller than him, and he just got engaged to the loveliest gal who's Welsh, and she still speaks it, and so does his buddy. His buddy's wife's mother, who's from the Slate area. Oh, they speak it so beautifully. Such a tricky language, but holy smokes, is it gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And we're at voice. So thank you for with these new peeps coming. I got to reminisce a little more too. So thank you for that. That's kind of funny. Well, so when I moved downtown Chicago, I had some fun. That's why I went to DePaul, but I didn't really go to DePaul. I skipped a lot. I would go to the movie theater on Webster. I'd go down to like the Lincoln Park Zoo and sit with the orangutans. I'd sit in their little fixture. I always wanted to go back and see if they were there and see if they'd remember me. Um, and then I loved Crowbar and Shelter and Elixir. And then Drink came around. I was that kind of gal. And I was a little preschool teacher in the mornings. Healthy balance. Party all night with dance with Dennis Rodman. The giant has a giant. Yes, he does. One of my favorite musical artists is a rapper, singer, musician from Wales, Ren. Ooh, I'm gonna write that down because I think I've heard someone from there and I didn't know the name. Need my little notes. It's beautiful country. So for any of these Midwest pals chiming in, any of you been to Door County, Wisconsin? Wisconsin. So that's where I am. So fun little circle back in my life. Half my life I left. I was on the West Coast. So coming back was a real trip. And I am just pretty much kitty corner to what was a hospital that my dad was born in. And he really meant a lot to me. It's a very painful thing that happened to our family with him. And it kind of divided the whole family up. So I hold on to him really close. So coming back here just to be close, this geo point where we were all conceived to, was a big deal for me. They have a restaurant with goats on the roof. Yes, they do. Up in Sister Bay. Yep. And it's big. The peninsula here is pretty big because that wedding I helped work at it took me an hour to get there, and I'm on the same peninsula. Beautiful. Oh, but it's been really tragic actually. So, I'm trying to find my peeps. I'm trying to find my paranormal peeps, but we had some tragedies in just the past few days. There is the point between the top of the peninsula to another island called Death's Door. That's what the Native Americans called it because the waters is tragic. A lot of shipwrecks, a lot of, it's long story longer, two kayakers. I don't know what they're thinking. So this is open water. We know Lake Michigan can be freaking huge. It's freaking deep. It's freaking huge. There's currents. This is not just this is not the Fox River, which is still deadly too. That's where I almost drowned. But we had people that turned up, they drowned. They were missing, they drowned. They didn't have their life jackets on. They went out on a kayak and didn't come back. The kayak did. And so, but someone said they saw them go out with their life jackets. Then just yesterday, children on a beach were taken out into a little current. No life jackets. Now, I know we don't normally just swim on the beach and want to put our life jackets because you're in shallow water, but there's a lot of the unseen underneath too, and we just have to be careful. I'm not trying to put all this dirt, poo-pooed energy, but it's peak tourist season up here, and shit is happening. There's been head-on collisions. I know there's a lot of drunkards in Wisconsin, but bring in the tourist drunks and it gets even extra. And so now we have drownings and missing people and accidents, and so it's a little bum. Yeah, Gail and Jane, you guys want to come up to that restaurant? My sister used to work there. They still have the same like uniforms they had, all the same recipes, same menus. They expanded a ton. So they have an outdoor like music venue attached and like a little outdoor bar attached, which was very smart because people would wait 1 to 2 hours for those damn things. My dad's pancakes were way better. We had a little bit of Swedish. Oh, Michelle, you had Milwaukee time. Yes. Many moons ago, many years ago. Lake Michigan definitely behaves like the ocean. Yep. Yep. The fox was so nasty. Oh my God, missing time. So we were fortunate to have a boat and our little jet skis, and we brought them up here, or we had them down there on the Fox River, and we have a VHS video of this. I think I've shared this. This is one of my NDs. I was maybe 13, 14. Bear in mind, this is, same time as my dark summer experiences. So I'm skiing and I went down, but I didn't do my jacket like tight enough, or I wore my dad's or whatever it was. My life jacket pinned me under the water. So all you could see like are my hands above the water, and the jacket had me pinned. And it was like that. I was like that enough till it was like tunnel going. I was like, oh really? I just kept thinking, oh shit. Like, oh. And with the VHS video, you could hear my mom being like, because he'd just taking the time going around to come back and get me. But then they started panicking and they're like, that's not a wave if I'm okay. That's like I can't move. And so they zipped up. And I do have an image of like, there's a meme of like Jesus reaching in water. Have you seen that one? And it's very sweet. This isn't a biblical thing. I'm just saying it reminded me of it was my dad like reaching in and pulling me out, just like one swoop. And I got out of there, but I had a close call. It was definitely a near one. And yes, the water is nasty. It's brown. It's brown. And where we would go, so we were up in North Barrington, and on the river along there was this really cool restaurant, and it's where one of Al Capone's hangouts. You could see like the bullet holes in the wall, and you could see like there was like hidden doors and things. I think they now, according what I heard from locals, is they've taken it down as they do with all the wonderful things, and they put up housing, and they overcharge for it probably. But it was such a fun place. Great burger spot. I wish I remembered the name. Used to sail every week. I never saw anything paranormal though. Ooh, used to sail it every week. The Fox River or up here? That's paranormal up here. Used to have the biggest crush on Kathy Zeta-Jones. She's from Wales. Yep. Such a complicated language. 1000%. But oh, just the I don't know, just the vibe there is pretty cool. A lot of mermaid sightings up there. Up here? Hmm. Did I miss? I mean, oh, I sailed Lake Michigan, tremendous amount with Sea Scouts. Very cool. It is like sailing the ocean seas. It's intense. I really thought my son was going to get into that this summer because they do have little sailing camps, but he went the soccer route. um, Tracks Club and China Club. Those were good times. I don't know tracks, but I know China Club. Oh, it was scary, Michelle. Yeah. Kitty Burger is my favorite Wisconsin memory. I going back to the vibes here with peeps, when they hear about Californians leaving and coming in. It's very much like, get out of here. And it's like, I'm human too. So I really am fortunate to be able to lead with, oh, I got roots here. We got some generations in the ground here. Like, hold your horses. And then I'm still trying to find the woo. I've got a couple woo pals, but I haven't touched base on my old geopoints except my old house. I did go there and I got emotional, but I would be nice to be like Aaron, who was in the chat, for be like, yeah, my mom saw a craft. We saw a craft. Yeah, it's common. It's common to see crafts. I didn't get out to Elmwood, Wisconsin. They have their it was last weekend, and they have UFO parade, or the whole weekend is a UFO days. I missed it. It's about 3 hours away. So it was kind of my son's weekend. But Dirty Nellies, oh no. Yes. Oh, flashbacks. When I first moved to the northwest suburbs, Palatine, I worked downtown Chicago for 1 year. Senior graphic designer consultant with Sears. Nice. Oh, Sears. I got my Sears story. Then Granger and Lake Forest and Turtle Wax and McDonald's. Look at you. Well, McDonald's and Sears were two of the industrials I worked on, but I was doing a Sears industrial for, it was one of my modeling print days. I measured people's boobs in a catalog. I'd be like, look. And then McDonald's, I did an industrial for them. Jim Beam, I was the Jim Beam girl for some shoots with Ford at that time. And Northrop Grumman and Rolling Meadows, some top secret projects. Jake's Pizza and Wayne's Pizza in Arlington Heights. Yes. Giordano's. They didn't have one in Barrington at that time, I don't think. Oh, good. Well, look at you. Charlotte's. I remember Charlotte's. And then we had Crystal Lake. We would go to Crystal Lake with the big silver slide from like Blues Brothers. Um, oh, this is cool. You need more local woo pals too. Nobody can handle the stuff we talk about at most. Giordano's and Lake Zurich. Oh yeah, absolutely. Lake Zurich. Yep. Oh, that's so very cool. So I found my peeps in LA. Like I used to host gatherings. We had like disclosure gatherings. We had like alignment and frequency work, and had people come do reads, and like it was, we had you know cool things going on. So coming here, I'm a little more like, but I appreciate it because it's just meaning the look around, meaning like not friend or foe, just I don't want to be tarred and feathered. So you just gotta like pace it a little bit. And I don't want to come in guns blazing with my tails. I'm really, really of service and hospitality. That's kind of been my forte, is do unto others. So I'm really finding some crowds that way. And then just like I used to learn on set, because they called me craftspiracy on set, not craft service, you just drop a little nugget like the moon thing last night. I'm gonna start dropping little nuggets, and then you can find out where everybody's at. And then and you can take it a little step further. Um, oh gosh, now I want pizza around the clock. Italian beef. We still are Portillo's fans when we go down there. My gram, who I shared, I think if you see my posts on YouTube, I finally shared that picture of her from her 101st birthday. She was in Elmhurst her whole life. She passed when she said she was done. She's like, fuck it. She hurt herself. She made it through surgery at 101. She was like, no, I don't want to rehab. She just said, that's it. Stopped eating and she let herself go. It's crazy. But her birthday was like out dancing in Elmhurst and stuff. I'm trying to think of she went to like, there was a place though in Oakbrook that she really loved. That's where she got all dolled up. Oakbrook has the fancy mall. I have an ex-brother-in-law who lives in Barrington Hills on the Fox River by the Olympic long jump ski hill. Yes! It was right over there by Kelsey Roadhouse. Yep, yep. Right next to Kelsey Roadhouse, another mobster place, and really good pizza. I think Kelsey Roadhouse is still there. And yeah, that was like on the way home from school. We'd see the long jump. Crazy. This is so cool. Thank you for this. I climbed that just a little and tried to put a slinky down it. That's awesome. My buddy and I used to take our Harleys to the Roadhouse on the Fox River in Barrington. The Broken Oar is it with live bands. That wasn't the one name that I thought of, but I feel like I know the Broken Oar in Barrington. Huh. Maybe it changed hands. Maybe I left there. I graduated in 92, and that's when I moved downtown, and that's when they moved out of Farm Trails was the subdivision that I was in. Mobs and pizzas, good combination. Totally. Yeah, right by that long jump, actually. I had my first rear end accident, which was they couldn't have been cooler. I just got my Jeep, my first one, and it was like passed down like 4 times from different people, like it was bought by somebody. And so it was really janky, but I loved it. Had no doors, no, like it was cool. No top. It was just the shell that I dreamt of. The ground, we had a plug. You just unplugged it if it rained. So, but I had to put my foot. It wasn't a stick either. My second one was, but I had to put my foot down on the gas and the brake, like to work it. I was doing it like go-kart style because that's how janky it was. And I remember being at a stoplight there by, you could see the long jump, and a bee came in. It was like my little short shorts and my bee, and I was like, ah! And I put my foot off of one of them and I hit the person in front of me. No damage, and they were cool. Maybe I looked good. Maybe I got away with it. But I never forget being like, oh, it wasn't me. It was the bee. Oh, youth. The power of youth. Godfather Pizza. Carol and Jane have a great pizza place that I'm going to treat them to when we come down there, right, guys? Oh my gosh, more pizza. See, I'm truly drooling. Class of 92. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look at this. We are meant to be in alignment. So as you see, I do a lot of like rambly rambles. They kind of just streams of consciousness, synapses, learning a few things or two about my life, and I like to share what I'm doing. And right now, I am in so much better place than I've been the past few months. So I have all y'all to thank for that. So thank you very much. And lo and behold, here comes the sun. So that's the thing. And so I'm just gonna wind down a little bit, but I want to remind you all: do no harm, but take no shit. So don't forget that when you say no, mean no, and you don't have to like justify it. That's for you, really. You don't justify it. It's however somebody else receives it, that's up to them. And when you say yes, words to the wise, especially people who deal with my children, whether they're family or not, follow through, because you will have your trust broken. And when it's with children, that sucks, and that's not fair. So that's my little care share. That was my point. Beggar's Pizza, I know that name. With Monocle's Princeton, but it's really, really gross. Monocle's Pizza. Oh gosh, that sounds so good. I was more of a babysitter down there in Barrington and stuff until I started booking some little random gigs and things, like being an extra or stuff like that. But when I came up here to Door County for summers, my first job, like paycheck job, was the chocolate chicken, which was so fun and it was so great. And I use that when I introduce myself to people too. So that's when people, they literally, their entire frequency changes. Oh, you're from California. And then it's this guard. And it's like, but my father was born here. I spent the 80s and 90s here. Like I worked at the chocolate chicken. And they're like, oh. And they turn their body language to you and they're ready to receive you. I don't blame them one bit. We are dealing with an influx of tourism that's more than I ever saw in the 80s and 90s. And I know it keeps the county thriving. I get it. But right now we have a war in our particular town because there's very little waterfront properties left. Like just to for parks and just to hang out, just for the public to go to. Very few. And one of these the most gorgeous properties, they're going to put up another apartment thing and everyone's like, "Oh, no, you're not. That's supposed to be for the people." And so I think there was a big town hall meeting last night and everything. If Aaron, if you're still here, I wonder how it went. So something's happening up here. There's a lot of like activity in the 3D. So I'm getting my frequency back to a healthy state because I lost it. It wasn't just Elsa. It wasn't just the crazy weather we've been under. And it wasn't just the move. It was me not honoring my decisions and me honoring my truths. And so I'm building my frequency back up so I can tap into the other little realms, which is what I like to do. So maybe for the next show, I'll be able to do that a little bit more. But um, that's a little bit about me. Lake Zurich. They had the good movie theater. My boyfriend worked at PetSmart in Lake Zurich. And then there was an arcade place. When I got my license, I was an arcade girl. I didn't go to the house parties. I went to the arcade and movies. Catlow and Barrington, of course. That's where people went. I miss them. Pietro's Pizza. Thanks, Aaron. I need to go back to one of those pizza joints with the peanut shells on the floor. Yes! Wasn't that Charlotte's? Charlotte's, that was a little bit north of me. Charlotte's Pizza. They had, didn't they have like an original stuffed crust? And they were known for the thin too. Oh, you can't, I'm sorry, Illinois wins pizza. In my book. Illinois wins, period. I don't care where I've had it in Illinois. I fucking love it. I bet it's the mobsters. Shakey's? Well, I don't remember Shakey's very much. I don't remember Shakey's, but I know they had a fun place, like a fun place you could go to. There. Oh, an Island Lake. It could be the Broken Oar Island Lake. It could very well be. But I haven't been attached to Barrington since 1992. So I would go back a couple times a year to visit, and I went for my 20th reunion, which I was a shit show at. I apologize to all my people. I was in my heyday at work, so I was like living my best life, but I was also rolling with our dear friend who's been recently departed. So there might be a reunion in September, so maybe I will be back down there for his celebration of life. But yeah, I really hadn't been back to Barrington enough. My family, they're not there anymore. So it's kind of hard to get in there when your family's not still there. But I'll visit. If you ever want to meet up, let's meet up. We'll meet up for some pizza. I know, for heaven's sakes, this pizza chat, man. I'm drooling. I literally have stuff coming out of my mouth here. Oh, you guys are so cute. Thank you so much for this. Well, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you hearing my stories, and I really appreciate the new pals here. Thank you for coming over, bumping these algos. It's nice meeting, getting a blast from the past. I've been reminded so much recently that, and I know my friends here have helped me remember this, but I may have moved out here for one particular reason, which officially broke my heart, and I put that boundary up, and that's done. But that doesn't mean I made the wrong decision. Like, something can always help guide you and lead you to where you need to be, and then you got new work to do. So, chin up, Charlie. By the way, that golden ticket's coming. Did you guys see that? Freaking golden ticket. So the newbies will know my husband and I were up for that last summer. We made a couple audition things. We made it to a couple casting rounds, and then we didn't get on the show, which is a good thing. But that's coming. I can't wait to see it. So hey to Charlie and the golden ticket. And my Charlie girl, she's going to be 16 on Monday. My sweet, beautiful baby. She's working at the bakery right now. She's been hustling so much. She's doing so great. And I can't wait to celebrate her. So I'll share all about her next week and how that went. I'm taking all of her buddies to the drive-in because they still have the classic drive-in up here. And we're going to have a great time. So Pop's Country Store, I will be on there Friday, September 18th. Now I'm going to go full paranormal on that one. Care Share is always on here, and I love just chit-chatting with the community. But this one, I will drop some of my juicy nuggets, and it's going to be story time of why I became this way. So I can't wait. Blazer, thank you for those cool graphics. Those are really fun. So thank you for that. Oh, I wanted to see that really quick. I think that was the name by the train tracks. Dog tracks? You mean the hot dog place? Did I miss something? That's oh gosh, this pizza. It's got to be pizza tonight. Yeah, the Walmart movie theater in Lake Zurich. My son was a Bambino. I was only 5 to 6 minutes away from my condo in Palatine off Dundee Road, Route 14. Holy, we were very okay. This is creeping me out now. That's awesome. I know exactly where you are. Thank you, Carol. Yes, happy birthday to Charlie. I love posting the Revlon Charlie girls. Do you guys remember that? Hey, Charlie girl. Do, 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 do. That's what we used to sing to her when she's little. Because everyone meets her, they're like, oh, are you not a girl? Like, are you Charlie? And like, is that short for Charlotte? Or I'm like, it's Charlie. And I had a cat growing up named Charlie, a black cat. And that's my Charlie. And I had a great great grandpa. All my kids have family lineage. I like to bring in those ancestors, and we feel them. They come up in reads all the time. That is so cool. We were so close then. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Happy birthday, Blazer. Thank you so much. Hi, Bounty Hunt. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I know I'm scrolling really quick. I really appreciate you guys. I will be live again next week. I'm going to aim for Wednesdays now. I do officially work Tuesdays. So we're going to stick to around this time, same bat channel next week. Oh, you guys got Charlie's. And I'll let you know if the kitten is finally here and if the giant approves. We don't know yet. We're just trying to manifest. And we'll give you all the updates. So it was like a Midwest talk. So thank you. That's so cool. Thank you very much. So, sending so much love from Door County, Wisconsin, or as my lovely local friend calls Dork County, Wisconsin, but I don't think there's dorks here at all. Fine group of people, especially the diehards who live here all year long, which is now officially us. So, we're living our best life. I will be down to visit Carol and Jane soon. And yeah, the Illinoisans can meet up. Let's do an Illinois meetup. That would be amazing. I will definitely come down for that. Mine too. Blazer, what did someone tell me? It's easier to apologize after the fact than to convince someone. So, all right. So is it truly Blazer's birthday? Blazer, is it your birthday? Because you do this birthday jokey thing all the time. Is it really your birthday? Oh no, or you guys are just messing with me. It's everybody's birthday. All right, you're messing with me. Otherwise, get ready for the gifts. I'm blowing up your gifts in 5 seconds. Okay, it's not. Good. He just said a firm no, and I heard him, and that's all I needed. Because you know why? Do no harm, take no shit. Okay. Smell you later, folks. Thank you very much. See you next week. See you in the other chats. Thanks, guys.